Let's talk about the Zyra integration with Service Titan. So the goal of the Service Titan integration is to have Service Titan data feed into your Zyra dashboard. And there's really two major use cases. The first one is we can automate review requests going out when jobs are completed. And the second use case is we can pull different data points from the jobs that are completed to automate follow-up around invoice reminders, payment. If it's a AC job, we can follow up 6 months later and talk about some sort of maintenance. So there's a couple different use cases that we can do. But the first step is how do we get that data into the dashboard so we can automate those different campaigns. So if you're on your dashboard and you go to the settings section, you'll see this integration section. Once you click on that, it's going to have these chat integrations drop down. Go ahead and click to pull them back up, and then click Review Reengage Integration, and we've got Service Titan there. So if I click on Create New, you can see there's a few pieces of information that are needed. Looks like these are a little confusing: client ID, tenant ID. How exactly do we get these? What you'll need to do, you'll need to go to developer.servicetitan.io, log in and create apps. And since you're a Service Titan customer, you'll go to login as integration environment user. You'll use your Service Titan login. I'm already pre-signed in, so you probably will be too. And it's going to take you to the My App section. What you'll need to do is create a new app. Your app name, you can just call it Zyra. I'll do testing since I've done a few. Organization name for company. Company URL. All you need to do is take your company name, your company URL. Tenant, it's going to pull in essentially the ID of your Service Titan account. And then you'll see all these different options. It doesn't really matter which ones you check. We're just going to do all of them. Our system's not going to pull all of this information. It's just going to pull the pieces that are connected, which is just information about the job once it's completed. We'll go ahead and click all of them. All right, so we'll create that app, and we called it Zyra Testing. Once that's created, you're going to go into your Service Titan account. We'll just go to the home page. So we're in the account. The top right corner, we're going to click that little wheel icon for settings. Integrations, we're going to click on that next. API application access, and then we're going to connect a new app. So you'll see because you created a new app on the developer page, it's going to give you the option to create it right here. So we're going to connect that. And before we allow access, a couple things you'll need to do here. For booking provider or for the booking section, just do no restriction. GPS provider, it's going to have whatever you're using for GPS. And then reports within category, again, just do no restrictions so there's no issues. Allow access, and that's created. So we've got a few of the items that we need to input into Zyra. So we've got client ID, and we're actually going to reorder this. They're out of order based on how it is on Service Titan. So tenant ID, we'll put first. Client ID, let's copy that. In this client secret, once you generate it, make sure to copy it right away, because once you close this out, you actually can't copy it. So if you do mess up and you click off, you can always deactivate it and regenerate a new one. So we'll put that client secret in. And then application key, you can see it's not on the Service Titan account. So what we'll have to do, go back to the developer section, click that app you just created, just click edit, and we've got the application key right there. Copy that, and we'll hit save. Credentials already exist, probably connected it on a different account, but Once it's created, you'll see everything connected there. And that's essentially it. Once you have that, there are a few additional features. When you go to review management, we'll just go to the settings section for the workflow. It'll have service tighten as an option. Really, all it's going to say is once a job's completed, do you want to trigger your review after 1 day? Do you want to do it immediately? Do you want to send via text or email? And then for engage, this is something we'll handle for you. But essentially, there's a mechanism on how we get data feeding into different data sets. So that's really it. Pretty straightforward. And unfortunately, it wasn't able to connect on my end, but for you, since it's going to be unique credentials, everything should connect and be good to go.